In this case, you're looking at the values of competition and the values of humanity. Which is the more important? Values of competition, where the win decides what you're doing, or is there some sort of other value of humanity that might be more important? A coach makes it kind of tough because they want to win the game, correct? So they may go toward the competition value of winning is the most important thing, but that decision is going to weigh on them the rest of their life. Is it worth making that kind of a decision? Yes, you could justify it, and you could justify it by saying, well, that's the strategy of the game. You always get rid of the worst, you always play to the worst player, and so you let them do the poor job they're going to do and they can win the game. But in this case, by making that kind of decision, you have to live with it the rest of your life. Well, the purpose of the game, if you think competition is in the clear sense of seeking after something of value to the exclusion of others while following agreed upon rules, they could easily justify the action that they did. However, again, just because that's the purpose of what we do, is that the only purpose, or maybe there's something more important we should consider? Games lie in the context of humanity. They don't lie outside of it. So we always have to consider the relationship of what harm are we doing by making that choice. And I think in this case, the coach did some harm, not only to himself, but to those of his own players. In other words, saying it doesn't matter, it's okay, where it isn't okay. I don't think it makes any difference, but there's no way this situation would occur in a professional game. The situation probably would not occur in a high-level college game, wouldn't happen there. It could happen in a high school game. It could very easily happen because many states and many districts have rules where everybody gets to play. It depends on the competitive level and how they choose their players. If they choose it based on skill, this wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't occur. But it could occur. So I think that if you have a league in which something like this could occur, then it tells you something about the league and its rules and how they choose players. So if there's room for this sort of a young man who has this kind of issues, cancer, and is not able to play games and is still permitted to play, there's probably some kind of humanity tied into the notion of what the purpose of that game is.